The Franklin County Sheriff's Office is investigating the death of a 13-year-old boy involved in a drowning at Big Darby Creek. 10 TV's Ashley Bornanson spoke with the Pleasant Township Fire Chief about this. She's in studio with the details. Ashley.
Andrew, Fire Chief David Whiting took me to Darby Creek, where I saw dozens of teenagers out swimming and kayaking. He says these types of unknown waters are even more dangerous for swimmers, and it's harder for rescue teams.
And once we got the boats in the water, it took us probably about 20 minutes to find his friend and get him out of the water.
Pleasant Township Fire Chief David Whiting says Wednesday's water rescue of the 13-year-old boy who went underwater was difficult, like most water rescues along Darby Creek.
Biggest problem is where are they actually at? Because we can get a report of people stuck in the water, but the river is so big, and where do you go to?
Whiting says the boy was swimming with a friend when he went underwater. He says the friend thought he was playing at first, but then couldn't find him. That's when he called 911.
We had a gentleman from Trapper John's got out in a canoe, and he was searching, and as he found the young boy in the water, he was able to get him up, and by then we had our boat there. We got him in our boat. We did CPR, and then
the boy was transported to the hospital and died 3 days later. Whiting says where the boy was dropped off into waters 8 to 9 feet deep, and says the boy couldn't swim.
And a lot of times they don't realize how deep it gets or how quickly it can drop off.
He warns families to enroll children in swimming classes as soon as possible.
And they don't realize the power of the water and the danger of the water. So that's a challenging time for us when we get a lot of heavy rains and earlier in the spring.
Whiting also encourages the use of life jackets, cell phones, and making sure adults know where children are at all times.
It's tragic for the first responders when they have these runs, but I couldn't imagine being the mother of that child, hearing that news.
And Chief Whiting tells me it's impossible for crews to monitor that large national scenic river that people visit at all hours of the day. So it's important for families to take these precautions seriously. He also says the kayak and canoe drop off that you saw in our video are usually completely packed. So if you see crews coming in, clear the area so they can conduct those rescues as soon as possible.